15 years had passed, yet the morning light still found its way to her photograph. Tyler Chase paused, as he always did, in the grand hallway of his mansion. His late wife's smile, frozen in time, was the first thing he saw each day, a bittersweet ritual that anchored him in a past he couldn't bear to leave. The house was immaculate, a monument to wealth and order, but it was filled with a silence that didn't soothe. It was the kind of quiet that echoed with absence. His daughter, Kyla, watched him from the breakfast table doorway. To the world, Tyler Chase was the picture of a composed billionaire, crisp shirt, silver-streaked hair, calm blue eyes scanning the financial reports. But Kyla, who had grown up studying that stillness, knew the truth. It wasn't peace. It was a loneliness so profound it had been polished into discipline. "Morning, Dad," she said, sliding into the seat across from him. He glanced up, a faint, genuine smile breaking through. "Morning, sweetheart. How's my soon-to-be bride holding up?" "Trying not to lose my mind with the wedding planning," she laughed softly. "Mom would have loved the chaos, though." The smile on his face wavered for just a second. "She would have been incredibly proud of you," he said, his voice warm but layered with that familiar, enduring ache. Kyla's heart clenched. He never dated, never even entertained the idea. He had built a fortress of work and routine around his heart, and she was the only one allowed inside. But soon, she would have a new home, a new life. The thought of leaving him in this echoing mausoleum was unbearable. "Dad," she began carefully, "have you ever thought about going out again, meeting someone?" Tyler chuckled, a dry, practiced sound. "Kyla, I'm too old for that. I had my once-in-a-lifetime love. You are all I need." The words, meant to be reassuring, felt like a cage. She was his daughter, not his companion. Later, over coffee with her best friend, Ruby, she voiced her frustration. "He says he's fine, but he's not. The house feels like a museum," Kyla sighed, stirring her latte with more force than necessary. Ruby, ever pragmatic, tilted her head. "So what's the plan? Sign him up for a billionaire dating app?" Kyla's spoon stilled. An idea, wild and sudden, sparked in her eyes. "Actually, maybe I find someone for him, someone we already know and trust." Ruby blinked. "What? Who?" "Your mom," Kyla said, the plan crystallizing. "Juliana. She's single. She's wonderful. Dad would like her. I know it." Ruby laughed in disbelief. "Kyla, are you seriously trying to set up your mom with your dad?" "Not set up," Kyla corrected, a grin spreading across her face. "Just introduce them. Casually." The plan was set in motion at Kyla's birthday party. The mansion was filled with laughter and music, but Tyler moved through the crowd with his usual polite distance. Then he saw her. Juliana Westley stood beside her daughter, a vision of quiet elegance. Her soft, natural curls brushed her shoulders, and her warm, intelligent eyes took in the room with a gentle curiosity. When Kyla made the introduction, Tyler found himself truly smiling for the first time all evening. "Pleasure to meet you, Miss Wesley," he said, offering his hand. "Juliana, please. And the pleasure is mine, Mr. Chase." Kyla watched from the periphery as they spoke, a conversation that started with polite inquiries but soon bloomed with genuine laughter. When her father smiled at one of Juliana's jokes, a flicker of triumph ignited within her. The seed had been planted. A week later, Kyla orchestrated a casual family dinner, enlisting Juliana's culinary expertise. The kitchen, usually the domain of staff, came alive with the scent of garlic and herbs and the sound of easy laughter. Tyler arrived home to a scene that felt strangely, wonderfully domestic. At dinner, the conversation flowed effortlessly. When Kyla and Ruby conveniently excused themselves, Tyler and Juliana were left alone. The silence that followed was comfortable, filled with the soft clinking of cutlery. "You built your company from scratch. That must have taken immense dedication." "It did," Tyler admitted, his guard lowering in the warmth of her presence. "After my wife passed, work became my anchor. It was the only way I knew how to keep breathing." Juliana's gaze softened. "I understand that. Raising Ruby alone, work was my anchor too. It kept me from falling apart." In that moment,